Devaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Nashtakrai Shovadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloki Devana Bhakti Nashtaki. So continuing with the discussion on Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita by Srila Goswami, chapter 37th, and there's a Pandal program in Delhi that devotees had organized for Prabhupada. So the mayor Hansraj Gupta has spoken and then Prabhupada. Then Prabhupada spoke when he began by asking whether the audience preferred him to speak in Hindi or English. Many called out for Hindi, a few for English. But Prabhupada announced, I'm going to speak in English because my disciples, being Americans and Europeans, have joined me. They're following me and they must understand. If I speak in Hindi, they cannot follow. So I'm going to speak in English. So considerate for his disciples. Ladies and gentlemen, Prabhupada continued, I thank you for your kindly participating in this Krishna consciousness movement. Just now we will vibrate one transcendental song, Jai Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari. As you know, Krishna's eternal consort is Srimati Radharani, the pleasure potency of Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. When he wants to enjoy, he exhibits his pleasure potency, which is known as Radharani. After chanting Jai Radha Madhav, Prabhupada expounded the science of Krishna for half an hour, quoting Bhagavad Gita on why Krishna comes to the material world, how the Jiva souls are transmigrated from one body to another, birth after birth, and how human life is the opportunity for the Jiva souls to revive their love for Krishna. This is the only opportunity in human life. And human life, and that too, biggest opportunity if we are in India, born in India as human being, biggest opportunity to revive Krishna consciousness. Outside, it's very difficult. This is religion, Prabhupada said. Simply surrender to Krishna. Become a Krishnite. It doesn't require a church. It doesn't require a mosque. It doesn't require anything. But wherever you sit down, you chant Hare Krishna. This is the easiest method. And yes, by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, he has given us the easiest method. Just chant Hare Krishna. That's all. And not just any place, any time, any situation, we can chant. While we are working, while we are cooking, while we are traveling, we can chant. And not just it helps us, it helps everybody who can hear this chant. And not just human beings, any insects, any microorganisms, even if they hear, they get benefited. Following Shukdev Goswami, the ancient speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada condemned a materialistic life spent working hard like dogs and hogs without self-realization. He emphasized that India had a treasure house of knowledge, which Indians should distribute all over the world. Unfortunately, the Indians are forgetting their real duty. And treasure house of knowledge, distribute, yes, but first we have to study it, we have to understand, and we should distribute. And in the openings, the statements, the Prabhupada condemned a materialistic life spent working hard like dogs or hogs without self-realization. Now, these days, it has somehow it has become a big controversy what Aniruddhacharya and Premanand Maharaj has said about live-in relationships. And for ISKCON's Amog Leela Prabhu also, either he jumped in or it's his old video, I don't know. Calling we have to understand the whole thing, of course. If Acharya is saying nothing against it, our first problem or issue or the point of ignorance is we are this body. The whole thing starts with this only. And then, because we are part and parcel of Krishna, we mean the soul. Krishna is Bhoktaram Yagitapsam Sarvalok Maheshwaram. He is a controller, proprietor, enjoyer. We also want to be the controller, proprietor, enjoyers. Cannot be at his level, but to whatever minimum level. But then this we, when we say we think we are this body. Our consciousness is, I am this body. So I want to enjoy the body. Body means the senses. I want to give pleasure to all my senses, including mind. So mind has to have some happiness, think of happiness. So if I think giving pleasure to the skin makes me happy, and what is this live-in relationship? Nothing else but giving pleasure to the skin, trying to give pleasure to the skin, not just giving pleasure. And mind thinks, oh, I'm very happy, I'm very advanced, I'm this. And not just live in relationship, even a married relationship. There are two terms, grihastha and grihmeti. If we are not, see, for brahmacharya, vanpras and sannyas, there are no two terms. There's just one. For grihastha, there are two options, whether to make progress spiritually or just live like eat, drink, and be merry philosophy. So, what are we trying to do? Animals, birds, they don't know anything. They are in ignorance, complete ignorance. So, they do whatever nature ordains them to do, whatever nature makes them do. We have an option. Not to just to try to give pleasure to the skin, or to the eyes, or to the ears, or to the nose, materially. And any relationship based on this skin relationship is a problem. And it entangles us more and more and more and more. Because what will happen? When we are trying to please our senses, we have suppose 100 desires, and we can analyze from our life. How many desires so far in this lifetime, we're not even talking billions of lifetimes alone, previous. In this lifetime, how many desires we had that were completely fulfilled? How many desires we had that were partially fulfilled? How many desires we had that were unfulfilled? And I'm sure the percentage of completely fulfilled desires would be very little. And not just that we have just one stock of desires. The desires keep on increasing. More and more and more and more. Once something is fulfilled to whatever extent, then we have more desires. So if we are living our life based on the senses, more and more desires means more and more entanglement. Means then we take newer and newer births to fulfill those unfulfilled or partially fulfilled desires. And while trying to those, we're creating more desires. This is what animalistic life is. Of course, in animal life, the good part is they don't have any desires. They cannot have anything. They cannot think of anything. They're completely controlled by nature. But if we are living as animals, no self-realization, working hard like the dogs or hogs, we are just completely wasting our human life. Completely wasting. And this is what Prabhupada came to give us the knowledge, the practice, the institution, the association. Even when we come to devotional circles, devotional service, desires will be there because we are coming from material consciousness. We haven't become completely spiritualized. But at least we understand that even if you have desires, all my desires are not going to be fulfilled. And then slowly, we understand, we surrender. We surrender in the sense, okay, Krishna, whatever you want. We come to this level, okay? Nothing is in my hands. Krishna, whatever you want. I have this stock of desires, but whatever you want. And slowly, the desires start getting transformed into service of Krishna. I want to give pleasure to my skin. The desire is there. But not through sexual activity, but through serving Krishna, serving the deity of Krishna. That gives pleasure, and that gives much more pleasure, much more lasting pleasure. I want to see something nice, and people go to movies, people go to see different things. I want to see something, so let's see the deity of Radha and Krishna, beautifully decorated. Gaur Nitai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. I want to hear something nice, and there's so many movie songs, which change every month or couple of months. A new movie song will come, and then we are listening to that, humming to that tune. But here there is only one song, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Oh, there are so many bhajans also we can listen to, but primarily it's Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Different tunes are there. Yeah. It gives pleasure to the soul. In the beginning, it might not, but it really does give pleasure. In the beginning, we have to work hard on it to make us used to only listening. And similarly, other senses. Senses will remain. The desire to please the senses will remain, but the subject matter changes. So then we are not working or trying to live like hogs or dogs. It's not just a live-in relationship that is wrong and the other relationships are right. No, even other relationship, if it is not based on Krishna consciousness, they all are wrong. And this is what Prabhupada wanted to give. And he has given the whole philosophy, whole program in his books. And in very easy to understand language, he has given. So all we have to do is just follow Prabhupada. That's all. In conclusion, Prabhupada said, so there are many things to be spoken in this connection of the Krishna consciousness movement. I'm trying to present this to you in the next 10 days. This is the beginning. I shall request you to come here. We don't charge any fees. We are depending on Krishna. If Krishna likes, he will benefit us. We are completely surrendered to Krishna. If he likes, he can maintain us. If he likes, he can kill us. We don't mind. We have no business. We have no separate interest. We request you to come and join this movement. It's not sectarian. We have many Hindus, Christians, Jews, Mohammedans, and Sikhs also all over the world who are now in Krishna consciousness. We are preaching one word, Krishna, one scripture, Bhagavad Gita, and one mantra, Hare Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. So simple lecture he has given. Of course, the recording might have some more stuff, half an hour he spoke. But nothing nothing that people won't be able to understand. If we have heard Mayavadi, especially Mayavadis speak, It's just jugglery of words. It doesn't make any sense. And the audience thinks because the subject matter is so high, at a high level, we cannot understand. No, subject matter is not very high level. It's how the speaker is presenting and what's his realizations. Just like one Mayavadi speaker once said, we have to merge our individuality into universality. No, everybody must be scratching their heads. What in the world is this? How in the world are we supposed to do this? And so this must be very high topic, that's why I can't understand. So I have to come to that level to understand. Or if you listen to this, I won't call him Swami, but that's how he goes, Swami Nityananda. It's just completely bogus, whatever he says. But he still has lots and lots of followers. And they treat him like Lord Shiva, and he has his own country or an island called Kailash, where he ran away from India. But look at Prabhupada. So simple, in such simple terms, he is giving this philosophy. All he's asking everybody, chant Hare Krishna, worship Krishna, read Bhagavad Gita, and make your life successful. That's all. Prabhupada attempted to leave the stage, and again the crowd rushed forward to touch his lotus feet. All the Prabhupada's disciples were already convinced of his greatness. That greatness took on a vivid reality at times like this, when they heard him speaking so powerfully and saw him surrounded by throngs of worshippers. As Prabhupada proceeded to his car, he remained calm and humble, but the disciples surrounding him tensed to protect him from being jostled by a frantic crowd. Yet despite the devotees' sincere attempts, individuals in the crowd would manage to break through, diving between the devotees' legs to throw themselves before Prabhupada. Do you know why they're worshipping me? Prabhupada said, turning to the disciples near him. And look at this answer. Nobody has ever given this answer. Do you know why they're worshipping me? It's because I'm free from sex desire. I don't think anybody has given this answer. For 10 consecutive nights, Srila Prabhupada lectured at the Pandal. In many of his lectures, he would speak of dharma, religion, in connection with the Krishna consciousness movement. And now another thing, in Delhi, or in Calcutta also, Bombay also, where they had the Pandal program, in general, people would like to touch the feet of saintly persons to get their blessings. But what's their idea of blessing? Of course, touching lotus feet of Prabhupada, even listening to him, taking this darshan, it's plenty of agyat sukriti. And one will sooner or later come in contact with devotees and take up devotion service. But in general, the idea of a person in India trying to touch the lotus feet of a saintly person is, okay, Swamiji, may I get lots of money, may my life be comfortable, no problems, no health issues, no relationship issues. But this is not the benefit. This is not the benediction we should be asking for. And even devotees, when they are touching the lotus feet of either spiritual master or any saintly person, of course, they want to get mercy. We also want mercy. And Prahlad Maharaj also, until you do Pad Rajo Abhishekam, the Abhishek, bathe in the dust of the lotus feet of spiritual master or a spiritual person, one cannot make progress. But somehow, even in devotee circle, the idea of progress is, oh, I have touched the lotus feet, now it's his headache to make me advance. Yes, saintly persons, they do take away our sinful reactions if we touch their lotus feet. But the idea is not that. Idea is to Listen to them, try to follow their instructions, try to improve our chanting, try to improve our sadhana so we can make progress. This is the whole idea of associating or uh, coming in contact with saintly persons. But in general, materialistic person for them is uh, so, maybe I should get lots of money and I should live comfortably, no health issues, no relationship issues, no other problems. But that's where we are wrong actually. The Krishna consciousness movement is a topmost yoga system. It's very scientific. Don't think it's a sentimental movement. It's authorized, supported by the Vedic literatures, and actually it is becoming effective. Religion is surrender to God. These boys and girls have taken to this real religion. This movement is so important, and we are giving everyone a chance to make this life successful. Therefore, our humble request is that we take to Krishna consciousness. On the fifth evening, after Justice Mishra had referred to religion in his introduction, Srila Prabhupada defined the word in his lecture. Religion means constitutional position. Religion means constitutional position. In the English dictionary, religion is described as faith, but by Vedic definition, religion cannot be changed like faith because it's a law given by the Lord. Only surrender unto the lotus feet of Krishna is dharma. That is Krishna's verdict. One should not have any ulterior motive in approaching God. One should not have any ulterior motive except surrendering unto the lotus feet of Krishna. And surrender means what? Surrender means I'm going to follow the instructions that Krishna has given. Now, this surrender is also gradually we perfect our surrender. In the beginning, it might be okay, I'm just trying to chant, and then chant more, serve more, follow more instructions. That is more and more surrender. Nothing for me, everything for Krishna. I've got this Sharanagati topic, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given wonderful things, 6 aspects of Sharanagati he has given. If we can follow those to whatever extent, to greater extent, great. And like Prabhupada said, we are not charging any fees for this Pandal program, we are just depending upon Krishna because we are surrendered. And Krishna does make arrangements. How does he do it? It's up to him. All we have to do is do our part, serve. And Krishna takes care of rest. Why not surrender immediately? Be intelligent. Real religion means to surrender immediately. Why should you wait for many births? We request all of you to try to understand this process of Krishna consciousness very seriously. Take to it and you will become happy. And surrender immediately. Again, if somebody surrenders to whatever extent, and later on he because of again the desires and the sanskaras from previous lifetimes, he leaves. Or he doesn't, he's not that much surrendered as he was earlier. But still, whatever progress he has made, whatever services he has done, they'll remain eternally in his bank balance. That's another aspect that is very wonderful. Eternally remains with that soul. So he can take up the process maybe later this lifetime, maybe next lifetime. So it's all beneficial, always beneficial. And as Prabhupada said, you will become happy. We all want to be happy, and this is a real process of happiness. So Prabhupada has given us wonderful process, um, books, everything. All we have to do is take it up seriously. Okay, I guess we can stop here. See anybody has any questions, comments? Okay, you all have a safe and wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.